so sorry.
Ah, good start.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat?
Bribery makes it worse.
You know, bribery just encourages bad behavior.
It's only a bribe if I had a treat.
Ah, ends justify the means.
A little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? And there's your answer.
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Wow.
What?
I tried.
I'm playing some,
You can't just leave me.
you know, reacting.
Oh. I only heard
luck with that.
quiet. Wow.
Quiet, bug.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So on my third playthrough, I'm gonna romance Manfred, and I will. No. Oh.
I see cats.
Oh.
Oh.
No! Wait.
It's not about Emmerich,
My
it's about
son.
Manfred.
No. Emmerich,
No.
and I'm gonna keep Manfred. Is what I
No,
wanted
no.
to say.
You were so confident. I'm gonna romance Manfred.
No.
I mean, I understand, but he's very cute.
And I'm gonna keep Manfred
Yes,
alive.
Constant boner for you.
And yeah, we'll see if there's any difference in the romance.
Are you afraid
I
to
cannot
bone
say.
a lich?
Who created you?
I cannot say.
No.
I shouldn't be laughing at this because I was so
I
mad
cannot
at the
say.
fucking
Right.
fucking
Deserve
sex jokes that I had to
The
endure.
archive spirit working, I see.
Hand to bone combat.
You're here.
Oh,
And I
it's
did.
so bad.
Sort of. A little bit.
Like I banished
It
it from my mind. I
appears,
know I
But
remember.
it won't tell me anything.
It's actually
You
just the one
simply
joke,
asked
you
the
know,
wrong
bone,
questions.
boner, that's
A
the
common
entire
affliction
joke, but
of
you
the
can
weak
reshape
minded.
it so often.
Also that.
And you
It's
can
kind of
resurrect it like necromancy.
Shut up.
Forever.
Shut the
Childhood
fuck
boss.
up.
You should remind that thing who's in charge.
That's an idea. Syrian learned
I'm
a
getting a
lot,
drink.
taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Forcefully.
Probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them. Just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenar, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the forgotten
Luna
one?
is watching our
I
discussion
cannot
video.
say.
Good
Oh, no.
point. It came later.
Who's an Aris?
Did that name mean something to you?
He's a forgotten one. Got told they were the bad gods. We couldn't speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillinane. But now we know the truth
Writing
about
hate
the
mail again.
Evanuris.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure
Against whom?
what the forgotten ones
Luna.
were. I mean, they used
Wow,
to say
what did Luna
Solus
do?
was one. So
Say
Um,
that Cat's
scenario
character
like
isn't
him?
sexy.
worst case,
Yeah.
well,
the fuck?
you heard
I
it
mean,
talk.
Luna has to speak
Right.
her truth.
So this thing's dangerous
she's
if it belonged
wrong.
to one of them.
Could be, but still
In
important
character
and
was
invaluable.
carefully
Everything Anaris knew,
crafted
this thing knows,
to
and
be
my people deserve to know.
um
If I can get it to tell me,
To be.
a prime beauty for. I went to see Manfred again.
Cats, is this something you want to talk
Eric.
about?
Ah,
You like Manfred.
I
Tell
do
me
like
about the
Manfred.
Evangelist.
A group of cowards hiding behind
He is
their
a
more
man and he's a
powerful
friend.
magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy
That's
of
funny.
Lucanis
That's
was
not
public.
funny. Shut up.
Their war is
Then
I'm
unending.
why are you
tired.
laughing?
I'm tired of
Lucanis
laughing
will
about
prevail.
everything. Shut up. Fucking Manfred.
Yeah, that's what Cat's gonna do.
No.
Archive, tell me about the Dread
Hey,
Wolf.
Luna.
An ideologue and a fool.
My back
who
is
will
so
soon
straight.
Pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen Harel.
Don't make things worse.
Don't piss it off, or accidentally bring back a would-be god.
The two we've got aren't really would-be, but they're probably enough.
Good call.
Okay, I'll get back to it. Thanks, Rook.
Really like his horns, me too. I like everything about him except one thing. Can you guys guess what it is?
His audacity.
Penis.
No.
Gender.
No. No.
The amount of taxes he has to pay.
No.
The vibe.
Insurance.
The fact that he's romancing Lucanis, guys.
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 Oh, I got a dwarven theme for the lighthouse.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Luna says you made probably the most attractive qunari. Everyone else looks weird. Yes.
The forehead.
No. I really like that the crow theme has curtains.
Yeah.
It's very
I also
nice.
like it.
Cozy.
It makes me think that we only redecorated because we would know that Viago kills us if we didn't.
Alright guys, time to view the regrets.
Don't be upset, he has some rook ready.
Vomit on his sweater already.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership.
You.
If you're unwilling,
Okay, Luna.
leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
I'm so sorry. What does this get us?
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
I see Mythal's reasons.
I think I get where
You know, I
Mythal's coming
always
from.
find it fascinating how
Really?
you guys can just
Just
replay
finished
games
some
so
big
much that
war.
are so
Everyone
long.
is exhausted, and now Elganon won't give up power. If Mythal's sided with
Maybe
Solus, would Elganon
if
back
you
down? Not a chance.
take some meth.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the
Mark,
peace.
you wanna hear something?
Solus must see that, but still can't
What?
accept that she chose peaceful politics
I'm
over his
doing
ideals.
the Emmerich quest.
I know.
Perhaps these
I'm looking.
murals
Oh, you're
aren't
watching
simply
me?
memories. They're what Solus
Have you seen the
wishes to forget.
dialogue that I had with
His
him?
regrets. That means there are
No.
ways to learn his weak points.
My
Why
work
are
was
we
like,
worried
it's
about
so
Solus?
hard
He's
not to make
trapped.
fun of something
Right.
called the Hand of
But the Dread
Glory.
Wolf
And
is the
Emmerich
god of
is like,
trickery.
what do you mean? And
He's looking for a way
my
out.
Rook.
Bet on
Really? You don't know
Meanwhile,
with the
keep
name?
your eyes open in the
Never mind.
crossroads. There's a way to restore the rest
Oh,
of
Emmerich is
the
next.
Solus would have kept it
What
his
are
own
you
way.
talking about?
Leave
He must
Emmerich
get us
alone.
his
Everyone
life
is
change.
always talking shit. He's always like, what are you saying? I think he knows. He's just letting people get up. Like, it's just like, you have another chance. Pretend you don't mean what you're saying.
Oh my god, guys.
Listen, he shouldn't have brought a dwarf along if he doesn't want commentary.
Shut up! It's not funny.
Guys, I think I saw one micro expression.
Oh.
Yeah. It was very spicy. I dared not repeat it.
I admire that kind of passion. Is what I would say to Emmerich if I would romance him.
Mm.
No balls.
Balls?
I'm not into dinner dates in the garden. I'm sorry. That doesn't woo me.
Wow.
Wow.
Even if the dinner is prepared by
Manfred?
the royal chef. No.
I think that's ethically questionable.
Wow.
was not
Okay.
certain you would come.
You were the
That's
one
why
who
you're not a
walked
Mourn
away.
Watcher.
I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
Yeah, because
The
they're
Evanari
lame.
seek the magic of the blight.
Impossible. The blight is
What?
safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the
What?
wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must.
Dislike. Margaret sent a dislike.
I insulted the Mourn Watchers. Back. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it. The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
I was about
Do
to
you
say I
think they
demand an
have-
yeah.
No, go first.
Parkbridge says, I was about to say I demand an apology or else I won't come back, but not like this.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, I know what you want.
I'm so sorry.
Is that enough? Maybe moving on.
Whether they were
What I
doing
want
it
to say.
or not, if
Yes.
Solus
Hey,
cared about her, that's what matters.
Do you think
So
they
the Dread
positioned
Wolf goes
Belara
too
and
far.
Lucanis
They
around
might be
Emmerich
fighting,
just
but
to
they
make
have history.
him more like an
And he
evil
warns
lich
her about
overlord
the other gods using the blight. That's
when
more
the time
important than
comes?
his rebellion.
I have
It's like kingdoms coming
no
together
idea
when
what the
Archdemon
thought process
rises.
was with
Mythal
the
didn't think
arrangement
it was
of the
possible.
companions, but it's really
She
funny
said the
to
blight
me.
was sealed away. There's an old legend.
The
about
highlight, I
Davern,
think, is that everyone
the
is
one with
cuddled
Archul's
up,
armor.
and then you
Not sure
have
it matters.
Yeah.
Rook 20
us a
meters
story.
away.
We're deep
I
in
just
Elven
love that
already.
everyone has their own
What's the legend
stylized
say?
chair.
Right. Well,
I
Andrea
want
was the goddess
stylized
of the
chairs for
hunt.
all my
She put on
visitors at
armor,
home.
magic armor, made of
We've
something
gone
Okay.
from
like
half in
blade,
copium to
drove her
snorting
mad.
copium.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid.
Are you
and drove
referring
her
to
Mike, doing all kinds of
Mike's
horrible
opinion in the
things,
video?
causing plagues. It does sound like the blight.
What opinion?
Well, it all
What
ends with
opinion?
Mythal fighting
Mike at
Archul.
some point in the
After,
discussion
Mythal turned
says
into a
that
dragon.
people are snorting copium.
Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway,
Yeah, but
that
the
sounds
Lucanis
like
wrong.
something I would say.
Archul's
Yeah.
plan is left.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the blight.
And
I
when
prefer
Andrul went
injecting
mad,
copium,
Mythal
but-
took it from her.
Right into my veins.
Until someone started using it again.
Solus was worried.
The Blight's one of
Solus
the only
was-
things that really scares Solus.
I'm not gonna finish this.
He came to Mythal
What?
afraid.
No,
And
it's
she took it
nothing.
seriously,
What
too.
is it, you Solus simp?
Investigate what Solus said.
Nothing.
I know you said Solus, but it sounded like
Plenty messy
soulless.
with them.
You soulless
This
simp.
isn't just a memory.
That's me.
It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we
Actually,
see
that
here
is
he
so
feels
me. I'm gonna
guilty
make this my
about?
new status on
I
Discord.
think I might
The
know.
soulless simp.
When the Inquisitor
am
was
the
saving the
soulless
world
simp.
from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
I spelled
was
soulless
complicated.
with two.
She helped the
Oh
Inquisition.
wait, that's correct.
There was a
Soul.
magic pond and a dragon.
Soul.
Nice.
How the
The
fuck
point
do you
is,
spell
she
soulless?
also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
What do we mean
Yeah.
by killed?
Are there
so,
two
point of
L's?
order.
I think
If
so,
they
yeah.
killed Mythal, how is she
So,
still
yeah.
around to help the Inquisition?
They
Elven
are.
god magic?
I knew
She'd
it.
spent centuries gathering
I know
strength and
English.
sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession,
That's why
that
I'm learning
speaks to her
Latin.
character.
Embrick's waist is so tiny. That explains it.
So there's the shame Solus wanted
Explains.
to erase.
That
He
explains
blamed
it.
himself for Mythal's murder.
Well, it's not just that she died.
It's what, like I had this moment where I first gave him a different outfit and was like, "Oh, you look like
There was
this.
stuff you wanted
This is
to
your
Whoa.
body."
This is you?
And then she's dead. He
Yeah,
never
his
did
Hide
make it
this for
right.
now.
his coat
twist you
makes
up.
him look a
That's it.
little bit wider, and when I
That is
first
our
took it
crime.
off, I was like, "Oh."
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Imagine you walk out to your friends for the first time in casual clothes, not your work outfit, and their first reaction is to look you up and down and be like, oh,
Oh, okay.
Well,
I love that these guys are discussing Mythal and Solus and we're talking shit about Emmerich's waist.
I'm not talking shit.
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
I'm just commenting on his opinion.
I mean, the real juicy stuff only appears when the
You will pay the
Titans have a role.
final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the
Listen,
blight.
dwarven lore.
For
It
this
is good
and
dwarven
for
lore.
Mythal.
Yeah.
You
I
know how
sentence
often
you
that
to sleep in
happens? Once
exile
every
ever
blue moon.
after.
In other words, one every
Your own
30
lives
years.
will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
Someone is neglected. It's not the word I wanted.
I mean, remember Baldur's Gate 3, for everything it had, being a dwarf was really sad. You might have one or two voice lines when you play a
So he
dwarf.
locked the gods
dweeb.
away and created
A
a
dweeb
veil
dwarf.
between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were
I am
terrible,
very
no
happy
question, but what he did,
just being a human
it
in
didn't
games.
just stop them. It destroyed our culture,
Listen,
our world.
I want dwarves.
It wasn't just to stop that.
You know,
No,
being a
wanna be-
basic bitch, sometimes it's
We've seen
okay.
how bad Elganon and
Yeah,
Kanye are.
I often
Imagine all
play
seven
humans, don't
corrupted
comment.
gods running wild.
I also was an
So
elf
he
in
created the
Baldur's
veil
Gate.
just to
No,
keep
elf
I'm
in
Elven
just
gods
saying,
locked
I
in
like
prison.
dwarves.
Yes.
And I want to be a dwarf
from
inside some dwarven
accessing the
ruins
Fade,
and do
but
dwarven shit. Or
Was
not
the
dwarven ruins,
creation of
dwarven
the veil
cities.
around the
Why do I
world
have a
an
show for
accident?
you?
You heard him yelling. That's
What's
not the
it
sound
to
of a
show?
ritual going
Dungeon
right.
Meshi.
What do you
Delicious and
think?
dungeon.
Ah, nah.
Oh my god, Lucanis asked me a question, guys.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh my
about your
god, he
opinion.
knows I exist. Guys, I think he looked at me. Oh my god. I believe now. It makes sense.
What
Is
do you
this
believe?
I think
romance?
this memory's
Is
what
this
we
what
understand.
romance is like?
What he
This is
did
affection?
makes sense. Him
I
regretting it
get it,
also
he is
makes
just
sense.
very...
He's staring at a spot behind your head. Fuck.
I'm sorry. Maybe this
I
doesn't
wanted
matter,
to go
but
for maybe there's a fly
Solus
on your horns
trapped
and
the
he's
blighted
watching
gods
that.
in an ancient elven building, right?
But I
That's
didn't want to
what
be
it
rude.
looks
Maybe he's just
Maybe a
brown-nosing
palace?
the boss, like,
Fancier
oh,
than
what
what
do
I've
you
seen in
think,
our
boss?
lives.
Oh, you're so right,
And
boss.
then the magisters were lured into the Fade. They
Mike basically
broke
the
in,
equivalent
let
of
the blight
and they were
escape,
roommates about
and
Nev and
turned Golden
Lucanis.
City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just the chant of light says that the Maker
I really did not get that they are flirting.
The center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it.
One day, my qunari romance Lucanis is walking in on him and Nev naked in bed.
But it sounds like
And they will tell him, oh, we got cold and our clothes are in the wash. And he's like, I have such a good friend, Lucanis.
Oh,
to make sure
such
that
a
Nev
good
doesn't
friend.
freeze."
Such good friends.
You know, I had just this experience. Whoa, German!
What?
Stop! My body wants to be German. I don't. I had a
Meets our
similar.
warm, this frigid weather, yeah.
I had a similar experience in this game with Emmerich that I had in Fallout 4 with Hancock, where just like, maybe I do want romance. Maybe I do want someone I can cry with about existence. And then I'm
Aw.
sad because I don't.
The lessons are what matter.
Lace, I don't think you'll
Yes.
ever fully know whether the chant
Yeah,
device
Buck,
is
take
true
the
or not.
lesson here.
What matters is that
Chakra to
in its better
Ebra.
moments, the chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
Why do we tell the Chantry about
And I
this?
just want to experience true
Do
love.
we tell them about this?
I mean, it can.
We're already questioning because
It's
of
out
Algernon
there.
and
You can
Renee.
still pursue it.
Cat.
I guess people need that comfort. Even if
It's
some
the
parts of
lesson.
it aren't totally
I
true.
don't wanna.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the maker. No
I
matter who
don't
you
know how
light a
to meet
candle
people.
to,
Every
you've got some
people I
hard
meet, they
questions to
live
ask
far
yourself
away,
right
and
now.
I lose contact
Doctrine is not the
immediately.
truth.
Other people
It's
I
one of many
meet
paths to the truth.
ghost me.
I
Every
recognize
time
the
I
sentiment,
confess to
though not the
someone,
specific
they
quote.
never
Who
speak
said
to me
that?
again.
My mother.
Ah,
Dating is hard
Questions of faith
for
aside,
everyone,
we have
especially
some very
nowadays.
real
Don't
gods
worry.
that still need killing.
It wasn't even nowadays.
not
It was
you.
over 10 years ago.
Oh my god,
It's
still
the-
about this. Oh my god.
What?
You keep saying about the person that ghosted you years ago.
No, there are also other friends of mine.
Oh.
But,
Never.
like another friend. I mean, we're still on good terms, but it's like ever since that we basically didn't speak anymore, and now she's together with another friend of mine. So
Luna says, I also keep thinking I want an epic romance sometimes, but I need to be happy before I even look for something like that. Pursue happiness first.
I have chronic depression.
Do you have chronic depression now?
It's chronic, Cat. I always have it.
But now you have meth.
That's not for depression.
No, look at
But
my
it could still be
screen.
nice.
Look at my
Oh,
screen.
no.
You'll
I
find the
don't
cure.
wanna. I don't wanna. I hate
Cat,
S.
not everyone is as obsessed as you.
SS.
I know
Well,
this is
Get
SS.
better. Get better.
No,
Look
I
at
want to use.
look at this cake.
Like, I don't even want an epic romance. I want someone I can lie with on the ground and philosophize about how shit existence is and death and shit like that.
You might find some like-minded people with fans of Schopenhauer.
What? What did you just
A
say to me?
philosopher. A
We have
philosopher
so
called
long
Schopenhauer.
observed the world.
Well, there's a lot of philosophers
Why
I
not
really
consider
like.
joining it?
Yeah,
When
but
I
this
think
one is called
about-
Schopenhauer.
When I
I
think
don't know.
about romance, Luna, I'm like, that would require for me like to get out of my comfort zone and live in the house often and stuff. And I'm like, I'm good.
The earth not shake.
It's like
The
I
Lord
had
gives us the
exactly what I
strength we had
wanted
when
back
we
in
were
the
of
day.
the
It's
faith.
like,
We are the
no,
best of
you
physical
don't
and
spend
spirit.
all the time with each other, but when
I
then you
need
just
your
like lie
wisdom,
down,
Solus,
cuddle, take a
to
nap,
withstand
wake
the
up.
louder voices who
have
would
fun,
go
just,
too
you know.
far like Elganon.
I don't want to
I
go
need
dating. I just want a good friend,
Is madness.
You have good friends.
You must know that.
but not here.
Oh, sorry.
I will always
I'm
follow
sorry,
you.
but I'm also touch stuffed, Cat. Unless you want to come over and touch me.
Don't say
This
it
is
like
what
that.
is wrong. The ancient elves were spirits.
Do I
who
have to bring back the
voluntarily
banana analogy?
manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back
Reporting
to
you to
talking
Twitch toes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lucanis.
Yeah.
Could Spite turn into an elf?
I just pray
Sorry, but
In spite turn
I
into
don't
an
know,
elf?
my-
No.
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 Okay, is that useful?
All right. So
Oh my god, Lucanis approved, guys!
To be clear,
Oh my god, you're basically
Guys!
married.
It's so real.
originated from
It's
He's
real to
sending you
me.
subtle hints.
Read between the lines, cat.
It would be so funny if the romance implemented the messages that your character is actually aware, and Lucanis just slips through a little letter with "I approve" with a picture of himself.
Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
People have bigger worries.
I don't think people will care right now. We've got evil gods trying to destroy the world.
Evil elven blighted gods. Don't forget.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Ireland, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elvin for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
This started a war.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
Might 12 hit some nice lines here.
Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Oh my god, Lucanis looked away. That means he's like flustered.
He's thinking about how he wants you, but he cannot have you. And how he should immediately flirt with Nev to mask his feelings.
Yeah, it's all a ruse.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Wow.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
How like him.
That's what Solus does, isn't it? He sees a problem, and he thinks of a solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway. Because there's no way anyone else could come up with something better. And it's okay that he did incalculable damage to the world. Because he's really sad, you see.
Rook just said Solus is just really sad.
Eats away at Solus.
Yeah, I love that. I had that in my voice.
That's amazing.
Regrets. Those severed
sad.
dreams
He has
That's
several
open
lines
map,
where he
a
says
disembodied
things
blight
like that.
of pain and
Like,
anger.
another one is Solas will kill
can't.
thousands of people,
That's not
but he will
possible.
always be
When a
sure
warden
that you know
hears the
just how
calling,
sad he
it's
is
like a
about it.
song in their mind.
Something.
I'm the
something.
only guy
familiar,
who's
Lace?
charitable.
The song.
I
of
just
Lyria,
really love the.
of the
You don't think
Titans.
he's gonna backstab
We
him?
think of the
Oh no,
blight
he's
as
totally
this
gonna backstab him
monstrous
after that.
force with no mercy,
I
no
love the
compassion.
self-awareness. It's nice.
Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
Solas is a hypocrite.
He's
In all my
perfect.
Tell him,
talks with
honey.
him, Solus
He's
hates
beautiful.
the Blight more than anything. Even more than Elganon. But it wasn't hatred. It was guilt. He knew this could happen and he still didn't stand up to Mythal and stop it.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The
How
blighted
does dwarf
Evaneris
get
will
to
soon
whis-
break free from their prison. I must make a
Dwarf
stronger
must
one
fly.
that can contain them.
While the prison
Dwarf
is
ascent.
important, it is not the only
Reject
goal.
stone, return to air.
Why should I not tear down the veil?
They
and bring
said it
back
wasn't
immortality to all
possible.
the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people
Hold
of
on.
today do not deserve to see the world
can
they
make it
love
happen.
be torn
I think,
apart
I
to
hope.
salve your conscience.
I must fix.
No, I don't have to cry.
I was gonna say.
Experience. That would be funny
As
though.
am I, old friend.
Caw, motherfucker. Remember on
Caw,
Earthdawn?
Emmerich. Caw.
Remember on Earthdawn when we threw you through the window?
Yeah,
Solus
good
killed
times.
Mythal?
Yeah. Emmerich can
After all
fly
that?
and
Is
teleport.
this another memory
That's
from
true.
a different time?
No.
I mean, when you're with
He wore that
Lucanis, he
same
can
outfit
fly.
in the Inquisition.
Yeah.
But he's always
We
like,
knew Solus woke
nah,
up in this world without most of his power.
I'd rather
Now
not.
we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
He needs to be right.
All these memories are about Solus being sad that he was right and nobody else could see it. He was right about how becoming elves would lead to war with the Titans, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was right that using the dagger on the Titans was evil, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was so proud when he imprisoned the other gods. Finally, he got to prove that he was right, and they were wrong.
Then he wakes up in our time and finds out he was wrong. The elves have nothing. The Blight's a constant threat.
And Mythal's alive, somehow. But she still won't listen.
But this time he'll show her. No matter what it takes.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgarnon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
That works for now.
That gives us something to start from. Elganon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now, but when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages.
I always think these books are Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Speak with your
Time for
visitor.
the duel.
She awaits you in the crossroads.
Nerd.
Wow.
That killed me.
Into the Shadow Realm, huh?
I'm sorry, Jimbot. Looks like you're going into the Shadow Realm.
Does anybody want to talk? Yes. Oops.
Let's do that.
Hey, Harding.
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
Something's bothering you.
You're upset.
But I'm not.
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
Blame Solus.
I'd feel like punching Solus.
It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. We have to stop him. Too much is at stake. We all know that. The Inquisitor, you. I know it's not about the past. It's about the future. But I just want to talk.
Johanna.
As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be alright.
I know. You're Ace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
The last time I talked to Morgan, it broke.
That's the power of Morrigan.
Yeah.
Like they also think her portal look like Rick and Morty.
Well met.
Yes.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I
Why
had
would you
my
say
ways
that?
through Illuvians when I
Because I know
used
this is
to
the third time, but
Inquisitor,
Kat
did I
didn't
not?
know what the portals look like.
Cat, have you never watched Rick and Morty?
No.
I mean, neither did I,
Wow.
but I know what the portals look like.
Wow, I just know.
Because I know the meme.
Mythal.
In and
Two
out,
gods
quick
have always
20-minute
been linked,
adventure.
have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion
Rick
spirit
and
to
Morty's so
abandon
good,
Fade
though.
and take on mortal form. Then,
I don't
when
watch
Solus
series.
spilled Mythal's
I mean,
It's not a
Cat.
show, it's me.
blood, that he
Cat
might
does.
absorb her
Yeah.
power as
That's
his
true.
own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what
I
we
would
saw
not
of
watch
Solus's
Rick and
past?
Morty.
Think upon it.
Why?
Rook.
Why not?
You saw for yourself
You've
in
asked
the
me
Dread
multiple
Wolf's
times and I
memory.
always answer
When
you
Mythal
and then
stood
you
against the gods'
forget.
manipulations of the
Yeah,
Blade, she was betrayed and
I
struck down.
have asked you to
Yet
watch
she
Rick and
survived
Morty.
and
Multiple
returned ages
times.
later to aid the
Why?
Inquisition
Why
in
have
its
you
hour
asked
of
me? I
need.
don't know. Freak.
How?
I have never wanted to watch Rick and Morty with anyone.
Not with me. You just want. Were like, you should watch it. And I'm like, no. I'm like, why?
Yeah, why?
Because my dad wants me to watch it.
Ah. So out of spite, you're just not watching
Yeah.
it. Wow. I mean, I get
Amazing
it.
conversation.
It's so good though.
I don't want to. I do not want to.
Scared Potter?
No, it's not fear. It's anger. How should I know?
If I knew, I wouldn't be here asking you.
You are not a fool, Rook. Do not play at it. You observed that the first elves were spirits, did you not? Mathal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Ooh, I have a mage option. I knew your magic was off.
You're Mythal. That's why the
magic is rancid,
so fractured.
Morgan.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mathal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mathal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mathal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How did this all happen?
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mathal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Sounds amazing.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you.
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
Can you help against the gods?
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mathal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mathal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
Why aren't you Elven?
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought.
Why not qunari, huh?
Mathal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
How do you and Solus get along?
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mathal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
I'd like to move on.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
What do you?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
He's a self-pitying monster.
Shut up!
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dread Wolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
I'll be ready.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
There are two Mythals?
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
Works for me.
I'll survive. What do I need to know?
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mathal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said.
I'm gonna fight Mythal.
The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. Has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never thought to see qunari who did not yet exist in my time scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillinane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
You're not going to help us.
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Let's go.
Everyone get ready.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I think I've just seen a micro expression in Lucanis.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I think it was subtly trying to convey that he is afraid because he's about to fight a dragon against a god, but I think what it actually means is that he is afraid about his feelings for you.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Could the dragon be a metaphor for opening up?
Oh my god, you're so right.
I'm sure it is.
This whole game is like a metaphor for Lucanis loving you.
When he says he won't miss again, he meets his cock. I am so jealous of Emmerich's clothing. Like, I want it. If
They want this man to take off his clothes.
I will neither confirm nor deny. I just think this fashion is nice.
I had some pretty great times stabbing people, murdering them in cold blood, getting paid for it. When I
don't
had
take
that last
cremation.
time- No, last time I had picked this, I haven't considered it, and he looked so confused. Like it,
Cremation is better.
it didn't cross his mind that this is possible.
Well, have you ever thought about what to do with your body?
They don't know, just throw it in a ditch.
Oh my god, that's the same I said. I'm just like, I don't know, let animals eat it. I don't care. Back to the earth where I come from. Yeah.
Let's pick cremation.
No.
Amber approves. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, he was very polite over it. He had worse reactions.
Yeah, he's like, I feel it. And then my rope was like, need spare parts, you know, just rubbing it in.
Fucking dwarves and their cremation tradition.
Yeah, I think dwarves are known for that. Totally.
I feel like you mean this in a sarcastic way.
What gave it away?
But Harding also mentions cremation.
Yeah, but Harding is a surface dwarf who was raised among humans and who lives in a human village.
I mean, I get why people get cremated, but honestly, I think it's a waste.
Why do we need spare parts?
It's just like worms.
I mean, the ash is also a great fertilizer. What's the problem?
I think your body is a better fertilizer than ash. Though with ash you can snort it or eat it and people say spit is gold.
You can mix it with water, have a nice drink.
Yeah.
You can be Mario.
Man, my brain is fucking fried right now. I was about to ask, what do you think would that taste like? Probably like ashes and water.
Probably. I hadn't yet the chance to try it myself.
Well, we can make that happen.
How?
There are ways, my friends.
Like what?
Killing someone and burning them.
Oh, okay. I understand. That's easy.
Yeah. There are a lot of people outside. You can just grab one.
They are free in the park.
Do you ever consider that you can just take a person and
Yeah.
it's perfectly legal?
The authorities cannot stop you.
You just have to say you're borrowing.
Me and the bad bitch elves. Delish elves I pulled for being a dwarf.
Right.
Yeah. This didn't come out as smoothly as I hoped it to be, but we just all have to live with this now.
I hope you flirt like that.
All the time. The Lara cannot
She can't.
withstand. She just can't.
She just can't. Can't believe her ears.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
Wait, are all the NPCs are by? Do you prefer that or no? I don't know if you say after this. Got 10 minutes left in the video. Oh, sorry.
Don't prefer it.
Bug does not prefer it. I prefer it due to not wanting to like change what character I would play depending on the romance.
I also prefer it. I'm over being locked out of certain romances. This is still a fantasy game where you are playing our fantasy. And I think realism, cry.
But I'm also not much interested in romances in games, so I'm biased.
Yeah, you're not the target audience.
Unfortunately.
Why, unfortunately?
I feel like that means like I consent, aren't you forgetting someone? I am the one that's being forgotten.
This random guy in Germany.
It's like, hey. I know this isn't for me, but hey.
It could be. I'm confused, genuinely not about me.
Me personally, I think I'd just like them to have specific preferences, if only for the role-playing aspect, but for the convenience aspect, yeah, I also would like more freedom, so it's tricky, yeah.
To be fair though, with Emmerich, I feel like if he was only attracted to one thing, I would have made him gay. He has
Okay.
this... Yes,
Saffron and Lucanis, enemies to lovers, 400k. Slow burn. What's happening? Yeah, look, Saffron just had banter with Belara about how he and Lucanis are getting along, and he's like, I keep thinking I wake up with Spite smothering with a pillow. And Belara says, oh, you're really hitting it off. The hitting comes later.
I mean, honestly, if Neff wasn't there, I would have expected for them to make Lucanis and Devon a thing. But I guess they're just, you know, they're just very good friends.
But also for the role-playing aspect, I would prefer they put more effort into making your background count, giving you answers that can be fleshed out, instead of cheaping out on the romance is only available if you play a female elf.
I can't wait for you to witness my review video when I have it done.
I can't wait either, oh my god.
I went into detail about such stupid things, like I have subcategories in writing, I have subcategories in content. I made a difference between character-specific content and romances. I go over dialogue options, the communication from the dialogue tree to the player, all that shit. And I think one of my biggest complaints was that the writing sometimes sucks and that there is such a missed opportunity for content when it comes to implementing character stuff and implementing the characters in general. I still feel like, especially Devon, I think Devon and Nev are probably the characters where I wish just like the game focused more on them. Because Devon's entire quest just feels like it's about Asan. And in my video I also said that I have not romanced or anything with him. But I can only imagine. I just feel like there's not enough character put into him or focus on the character. I'm like, I don't know who he is except for his job description.
I
He
disagree.
also has a thing about his past as a Dalish elf, and
Yeah.
that he doesn't want to be defined by that, and he just really isn't into it. That you often see with the dialogue between him and Belara, because Belara is also a Dalish elf, but she is still a Dalish elf. And she's often like, "Oh yeah, they are mine and Deference gods," and he's like, "Oh, well, whatever. I don't know."
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And as a warden, he has a lot more dialogue with you about being a warden, what it means to your own mortality, and that you will die young.
Yeah. This is the stuff I mean. Like, I did not have any talk about that with him at all. I was constantly confused when people were bringing up like, oh, the calling and everything. I was like, what the fuck is the calling? What are you talking about? Now I know what this is like kind of means with the Grey Warden's lifespan and everything. But I did not get any of that when I was playing. And I'm just so used to like I just feel like compared to the other quests, I think Belara's and Emmeric's were the most personal to me, where it really went into their personal because you just, I don't know, the way they talk and speak and the topics are just more,
is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
I don't know,
But you
repeating
are
personal
a
for me.
necromancer.
While
Yes,
with
certainly.
Devin, I just had the feeling it's always just like, oh, Gloomholder, Gloomholder, Gloomholder. Nev is just every time I talk with Nev and I want to talk about her, she's like, "This is not about me. This is about the city." I'm like, okay.
She's a city girl. What more do you need to know?
She's a.
It's in the video now. Oh, I think the nuance, like you said, is in where it's solely just like something locked behind a gender or race purely to force you to replay the game. That's just lazy. But if it's to build a compelling role-playing opportunity, I dig that a lot. I'd replay for that for sure. It works, for example, with Dorian in Inquisition because so much of his character and his story revolve around, spoilers, that he was against what his father wanted for him, which was to marry a specific family in order to produce children for the perfect mage.
You.
Yeah. And part of that is that because he's gay, that he doesn't want to pretend. And his father almost performs a blood ritual on him to basically change his preference. Yep.
Conversion therapy.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, in Inquisition, it makes perfect sense that Dorian is gay. Like, it makes perfect sense. But in Veilguard, like, there is no narrative excuse.
The only narrative excuse is that your character is young.
Justice for Horde Qunari Grow. No, my sexual comment was immortalized on your stream on YouTube. Yeah, where you say that you want to yank my Qunari's hair. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Also, I was for an Inquisitor, I was looking at some options for the romance, and if you play a female dwarf, you only had 2 romance options, I think, because you were locked out of the 2 other romance options for women simply because they, on top of only dating women, they would only date humans or
Yeah.
and then
Racist.
on top of that, dwarves cannot be mages, so it's no wonder that dwarf is the least picked race in Dragon Age. This kind of locking out only works if everyone gets an equal amount of content to make it worth it. But that is never happening. It's always 1 or 2 people or classes get the preference, get all the cool stuff. And then there are other classes where you feel they are only included out of obligation.
You're so right, bestie. Reach it.
I know I am. But thank you, I appreciate the support. Did you
Well-
learn that from Brooke?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I don't know what you're on about. Ember calls me darling.
You just keep rubbing it in, huh?
Yes.
I don't know why we're talking about that right now.
I
What
just wanted
is-
to mention it.
Okay, you just wanted to mention it.
Bitch.
Sometimes I just like to make cats suffer. Nothing personal, kiddo.
Beep 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 beep.
Beep beep beep. Morse code.
Beep 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 beep.
Beep 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 beep. I think that was also. Did I just beep also? Fuck. Wait. No, I made it. I did it correctly. I am so good.
My back hurts.
My back.
Take it out.
Yeah, you spineless coward.
No, I have a spine. That's why it hurts, you fucking inconsiderate bitch.
Your spine looks heavy.
Let it all out,
Should I
Cat,
take
let
it?
it all out.
Let it out.
There's a
Let
fight
it
ahead.
out.
You have a beautiful singing voice back.
Oh.
God, I miss that man. Why isn't he in Dragon Age Veilguard, huh?
Indeed.
You sound so done.
Cat just caught a micro expression and has to think about the
Those
implications.
are bones. Has this spirit been scattering souls
I wanna go to bed.
And go.
I'm going.
Considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
I've been falling asleep for hours. But I didn't want to go to bed like FIFA 4 form. Oh, it's so hot in here. Why is it so hot? Oh, fuck, I wanted to take a shower before I go to bed. Fuck. Ah.
Me.
Shut the fuck up. Who else do you know, buddy? Fuck.
Me.
Yeah.
What kind of character did you make for your Emmerich romance, Cat?
A lad.
Uh-huh. What is his background? What is his race? What is his class?
Cat copied me.
No, I did not. I just put cataracts on one eye. That doesn't mean I copy you.
I mean, Cat, I mean, we both have human Moonwatch.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Why are you so defensive? Jesus Christ.
Are you a one watch mage?
No, warrior.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck do you want?
Warrior is fun.
I mean, I just want, you know, to have variety. I don't think it makes much sense to be a Mournwater that's not a mage, but we'll see how it goes.
I mean, Moonwatch needs its warriors to fight.
Sometimes just need to punch the dead in the face.
Yeah.
You're like, what's my purpose?
Venatoria there. You punch your Venatori.
By the amount of hauntings you deal with, I'm pretty sure there's a reason for hard hitting more witches. Also, someone has to carry the boxes.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be Emmerich.
Hey.
I mean, they could make the dead do it. But they don't wanna, I guess. They just leave the dead to bring them cookies and pick at the stone.
Maybe you are the one who makes table vivants in the gardens.
That's the last of them.
Anyway, yeah, I just want to make an older looking character for Emmerich.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
No, he likes them young cylinder.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm fucking dying, man. Oh god, I'm laughing at everything you guys say, and it's pathetic.
Because
You're
we're
just so
funny.
You're not funny. You're stupid.
No.
We are your friends and you just like hanging out with us, so we have an easier time to make you laugh.
Look, I'm hanging out with Emmerich. Don't you want to see?
Thank you again for
Oh.
coming. My duties include tending
I
to
cringe
these
too
rites
hard
of
with the
remembrance.
romances.
I'm not romancing I'm with my qunari.
He's just so romantic, Kat. I cannot take it.
Sounds excited.
I'm
And
getting
Freddy
excited
said
when I see
too.
Manfred. I cannot look at Manfred.
So good.
I killed
I
him.
thought we'd start the rites here.
Would
That's
you
your
like a
role.
woman
Glow
thread?
of the dead, commissioned
Would I like what?
173
A
years
woman
ago.
thread?
These lives were
woman
flickers
thread?
against the
Oh.
ages.
Yeah, or maybe a
precious,
kid
Oh,
thread?
shut up.
and finite. Now
Shut
they
up.
serve as a warning.
Cat with
Don't
very
linger
man thread
overlong in the gloom.
and
Live
maybe a
with
woman
grace
thread and then a bit
fervor
of kid
while you
threads
may.
together.
He is our son. He has Emmerich's eyes. I'm leaving. Where's
No.
this spot? Jesus. Goodbye.
This would be funnier
It's
if you
all
could have
in
this
how you
conversation
approach it.
after Emmerich turns into a lich,
That
because then he
one's
doesn't have any
livelier.
eyes, so the implication is that he literally has his eyes.
When you breathed above.
Anyway.
Ah!
Donk.
Yeah, I punched you.
Oh. Ow.
Violence.
When you hear that, I'm punching the microphone.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Alright.
Someone must realign
This
her
hurts me
thoughts.
more than it
Tapping
hurts
in
you.
the
I hope the
window.
novices are inspecting the displays.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't find. Wait.
Love
Ah.
you.
No.
Seems pointless.
I will miss you.
No one here's
No.
expecting company.
I like spending time with you.
Are they?
Let's continue.
Emmerich disapproves. What did you say, Kat?
I don't even know. I'm not paying
So
attention.
what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon. Surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around.
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants?
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
If you ever want a side job, the crows are always looking for new potions.
Yes, as I recall, you're
Oh, my qunari offered to recruit Emmerich to the crows.
this way, Rook.
You're right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway? Examining the graves?
Manfred is so cute.
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. You remarked earlier that keeping this place in order seems pointless, but there's meaning in how we tend the necropolis.
Just seems like a lot of ceremony.
The ceremony can be the point. The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Move along now.
The senior watcher and I are busy.
Don't be so harsh. It's only curious, aren't you? We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Lucky you turned out a mage.
Waking up one day with magic must have felt lucky.
It put me on a brighter path. Oh, I was such a morbid child.
No.
Everything terrified me when I first arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Doesn't bother me.
It's part of life.
I wish I'd had your equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, on sunlit streets. A raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
In a graveyard. That's very thoughtful.
That sounds great. Thanks.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
This entire quest was more content than the entire Lucanis romance.
That's not true.
Okay, fine. Fine, if you say so. I believe you.
As a spirit mage, Emmerich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Mm-hmm. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when he doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
Oh, there's a puzzle here. No.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
Of course. Straight away. Right away. I can assist. Allow me.
Ah, that opened up something.
Come on. Oh. Oops. It's not letting me back. Ah, there we go.
Hello.
Oh my god, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Everybody wants to talk but Lucanis, who is talking with Bellara.
Isn't that nice?
So nice. I'm so happy for him.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through, how long?
Depends on the person. With the changes to the blight, the answer's even more uncertain.
Right. Well, another thing we can't predict.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra.
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
If you need me to keep an eye out, just ask.
It's a perfectly safe ceremony by the graves.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see. Until later.
My qunari is so done with Emric asking him to go to graves.
It's always the one topic with you, Emric.
Oops.
Maybe as a crow, you should just take more pride in the work you have already accomplished. Luna says she has finished the video.
Yeah, I saw it before. Oh, it's a new message. Very good discussion. Have the boys played the Technomancer curious? Mike has. Bug has started the game.
Cat
Yeah.
And I got annoyed.
My game crashed.
Yes. Fate.
Anyway, yeah, that's how me and Mike met. From the Technomancer. Hmm. Just happens completely randomly, like what the fuck? It's a shame that Bug never finished the Technomancer, but whatever.
Maybe one day.
One day. Mayhaps. How far did he get into?
I'm talking with Devrin about maybe he should make figurines about all of the people in the lighthouse, and I have the option to say, make my figure the tallest, which as a dwarf is so funny.
How far did Bug get into the Technomancer? I don't know. I think he was pretty early.
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
Why does my back hurt so much, bro?
Because you're shrimping.
I'm not sure.
Are you?
I'm not right now.
Mm-hmm. What were you?
Yes.
Well.
Rook.
Oh, okay. But Lara and Lucanis are just standing next to each other, and Lucanis just said Rook, and they're not saying anything. Okay, I see how it is. But that Rook was very romantic. The way he said Rook, wow. I'm blushing.
Rook.
Rook, mierda. I saw that on average a leisure playthrough with extras is 46 plus hours, so I might be like 40% of the way through. Mierda. Mierda.
Holy crap, my man.
Oops. You say it's so cute. Mierda. Oh, hello, Valor. I'm so sick of this armor set, but it's the only one that doesn't look like crap. Oops.
We've got the best gear for your beast fights.
Bro. Yeah. Very clumsy.
Hey, punch an on-tom for me.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
You're sure of the breed?
How do you know it's a Coltonzon?
Cutter said the scales were red and blue. Hivernals are dark all over.
Scales could have caught the light from the sunset. It was flying awfully high.
Hivernals fly like chickens. They do little hops to pounce or clear a ravine. They don't soar. You saw a Calton's on. Fight it, and you'll be dead and frozen before it lands.
Oh, sorry, Cutter. Tarsh gets final say. We leave the Caltons on alone.
Have you played Neverwinter Nights or did you ever play through KOTOR? I had played some Neverwinter Nights. I also played some KOTOR, never finished them.
You're the expert.
One less thing to worry about. If the Coltonzon isn't an option, what else have you got?
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tarsh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tarsh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
I really should play the entirety of KOTOR one day. You saw a video about the Vivor head turn? Yeah, you sent it to me. You silly Billy. That's really funny. Yeah, I forgot to reply. I was actually watching it and I was laughing. My favorite bit was when it shows Solas going, haha, yeah. Then he turns slowly. One comment was like, BioWare spent so much money on mockup on Origins and then never did the game scenes or something like that. Makes sense. The facial expressions in Origins are really great.
You mean micro expressions?
Yeah. Turns. That hair sway. Are you thirsty enough to make qunari again?
Do this without a wisp.
Good. Somebody had. That's what I was gonna say. Flashbang.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Long hair on a buff body. Yeah. That's me. I mean, my qunari. Yeah. No, that's me in real life.
Nice.
I'm also 2 meters tall.
I never knew.
Catfished? Yeah.
The voices again.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom. We're already on it.
The deeper currents.
Oh. Oops. It's not better. Great.
Eyes up.
So what other kinds of stories did your mother tell you about the crows?
Let's see. Crows would come through the house at night and kill children who weren't in bed.
Of course.
And they would poison cookies in the jar. But only some of them. That's why you had to ask your mother before getting one.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yam Poppy, hey, what's up?
Be ready.
Oops.
Good hit.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Ooh, level 30.
About to get fun.
Why are you doing that? Hello? It switched my controls. That's weird. Why would it do that? How did it do that? Yeah, it switched my Q with my right click. Huh? Huh? What the hell? Why? How? Huh? The fuck?
Hello?
Okay. I think you might be further into your second playthrough than I am through my first, or close to at the very least. No idea, but I'm going through my second playthrough pretty fast considering. When it crashed? No, just now. I don't know why. So weird. How are you liking Veilguard so far, Young Poppy? And what part of the story are you at? I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I just finished the quest where you free the dailies at the Venatori. We're going to sacrifice to Elganon. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, you have a bit to go. You're further than me.
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
Foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
This is on the beginning.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same feeling.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
What happened with
If
their
the Blight's
hair?
really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much?
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the blight's usual song.
Stories say Warden sensed blight, I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Ooh, a crow option. Warden initiation sounds bad.
Become a warden, hear the blight. People assume crow initiations are intense.
I assumed they were murderers.
I walked into that. So what's the plan?
We heard rumors
My
of a search
rook
here
is like,
volunteered
oh,
to
crow
investigate.
initiations are
The
not
first
that
warden
bad.
expects
Like,
a report.
hello?
If we want proof the blight's changed,
Hello.
then
Hello.
this place is where to find it.
But the way the blight left
Maybe
the
they were not that
We've had our
bad
hands
for
full just keeping it back
2
and
meter
helping the
high
sick.
qunari.
Yes.
The study.
Because
Yes.
it could just
The odd
smash.
growths the blight has formed, like boils.
And I mean
They
not the
surround
fun.
Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two study the blight?
Formally? No. Well, maybe. It depends on your definition.
We travel a lot, and tend to get sidetracked by weird problems.
Who knew I'd roam so far from Orlais? If we want to help, we need to learn what we're dealing with.
Leave it to me.
You can't just handle blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Yeah?
Oh, a gift. That was necessary. Jan Poppy, sorry if you said this previously. Who are you romancing if you're romancing anybody?
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family. Voss. I'm close with him, with Ursa. They spoke of the blight. The blight. Before all of this happened. They knew. But if they knew, why aren't they here?
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
I'm so sorry.
You're here to help. You think you and 2 wardens can fix all this?
Yeah.
All right, you're set.
The trees from the wetlands are unique. We've had lumber imported. It's not the same.
Hmm.
Please come by again.
Are you here to help Lavendel? I'm Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken a curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Grab the treasure, break whatever curse is on it. Done.
Something strange at this Gaspin Manor. People in Lavendel believe it's cursed.
Nice.
Might as well live before you're dead.
It came through so fast. I didn't have time to grab. I don't know. I don't know what I should have grabbed.
Lavendel Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's Crossing.
But there are survivors.
Oh, never mind. I thought I could go here already. Are you still playing, Mike?
Yes.
Cool. We're just two gamer bros.
Wow.
Yeah.
I made a headboard from that tree.
There. That's our blight boil. Got a sample. Guessing they'll need more than one.
Of course they will.
Fine. Rook kicked the crap out of him.
That's right.
Got the sample.
Mierda. He just goes mierda sometimes. No reason, just, you know.
Yeah. They are getting mileage out of this one recorded voice line.
Dog sport. Everyone ready?
The Neras crossing. Now this. This is a window into what the gods can do with the blight.
Get ready to fight.
It was ost.
Just say when. There you go.
Get clear.
Take your blight with
Woohoo! It's almost like pure a Spaniard thing. I almost never hear it in one sentence. It's usually a longer curse. That makes sense what you're saying.
Every one of these gets us a little farther.
But they really wanted... They did the same in Mass Effect 3 with James Vega. He's like, this is loco. Or you're a loca. Very... I went to say cringe. You said that you don't like the word cringe anymore, but I'm sorry, it's cringe. This is loco. You're so loco.
I heard crows can do a special move that stops their enemy's heart.
Yes, it's called stabbing.
No! Like with a finger! Poking someone to disrupt the rhythm of their blood flow.
That sounds far more complicated than using a dagger.
Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed. What are they doing in the Hosberg wetlands?
Whenever I tell my family about you, it's the most painful thing. Spanish is such a gendered language, it's genuinely a minefield, but I try my best. Don't worry about it, dude. No big deal to me. What? Whoops.
Whoopsie. Okay, I will go to bed now.
But we're having such a nice time.
Yeah. Yes. And we will continue tomorrow.
Okay. Promise? I'm kidding.
Totally.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want my promise? Okay,
No, no,
let's do it.
okay. No, you can promise.
No, it's fine.
Good night.
Good night. Have fun.
Thank you.
What's that sound?
I have a feeling we will find out.
What the fuck is that? Ooh. It's still worse, but it looks so cool. I'm gonna use it. Oh, I thought it would... Okay. It looked different in the photo.
This is the cursed manor.
Blaze the bird well.
Treasure belongs to the Venatori.
They're dead now. Get out of there.
Oops, I walked into it. Okay. I missed.
A blessing of the Imperium.
Bro, just die.
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure, but look at this place. Is it really still here? What was that?
We are not alone here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed.
Roar XD. Ah. Did I make an entire video complaining about the romances in this game? I could.
Priscilla, stay on guard. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elgadon.
He wants status and higher regard from his fellow cultists.
I can do it, yeah. Just complain for half an hour.
Creature of obsession.
That's right.
Finish him.
The Venatori wanted treasure but found a sealed demon.
They never learn.
Let's look around.
You should start the intro with this is a romantic scene from DAO or DA2 or DAI. And then this is a scene from DAV. Yeah, that'd be good. That would require effort to put the clips together, but that'd be good.
This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Just download the clips and put them side by side, it'll be fine. It's effort and, you know, I mean, I could do it, I don't know. Bonk. Nice. That was hard. We open this. With a wisp that we get from somewhere. But where? Oh, I see it over there. Okay, how do I open this? I don't even know what opened. Ah. Oh, that's interesting.
We have company. That should speed things up. End it now. They're down.
Hmm? What? I don't see it. Where? Bruh. Okay, so there's something left here as well. I see. I see. Ra. Okay.
Hey, take a look over there.
Determination is at the shape of your will.
It's the trapped necropolis spirit. Last one.
I lashed my common rage. We fought on petty hates and cracked the heart and burn the soul. Wherever you are, give me my freedom if you can.
So much easier on easy difficulty, which makes sense.
That's it. The necropolis door to the demon, the real demon these all came from, should be open.
Then we finish the job.
What the hell is this?
Hold on. Blasted magic! I see nothing!
Gods will miss you.
Everyone all right?
When at maximum mana again, when at 50 mana or lower again. I don't know. Both are good.
More essence.
Watch yourself.
The crows send their regard.
Rook, nice one.
Thank you. Ah, my foot is falling asleep. Ah.
Have you ever taken an assassin job to kill a former lover?
One of my former lovers, or the former lover of the person who hired me?
The second one.
Yes. Those are popular in Antiva. Mostly early in my career, before I made a name killing mages. We made those contracts rigorous so that people didn't change their minds when we were in the middle of a job.
Oof. Harsh. Dragons are simpler. Nobody changes their minds about having you fight a dragon.
Oof.
Ready for a fight?
What the fuck? My character sometimes like sways one way.
Tara, deep! Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
The wetlands are unsettling.
Even Spite's unnerved. I have layers of unease.
Layers of unease. Ugh, I'm so sick of using this ability. It's on the other side. Is it? No. Right. Oh. No! Fuck! Okay.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about every place here, but this is near the top of the list. The axes. You make them look effortless, but don't they get stuck all the time?
They come out if you pull hard enough.
Knives seem so much easier. Why did you choose axes?
Axes can lodge between a dragon's scales. Gives me a good handle to climb up and get to the brain. And they look cool.
They do.
Here comes trouble.
This was farmland.
And houses. People used to live here.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Nice.
signs of a family that disappeared.
They might have left more behind.
Can't we just climb over?
They knew the Blight was coming. But how? And what went wrong after? Digging over the same areas. What was he searching for?
Stupid way to dig if you really want to find something.
Oh, I thought I could. Well, that would have been nice.
Hey, messing with the blight boils made it mad.
We need to stop it.
Take this shot.
Good shot.
It's down. And another sample.
That must be enough samples.
Yeah. Let's get back to Evgar and Antoine.
I don't know what this is for.
Good.
Oh well. An echo? Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
It offered a way out, then kept them in place. Was it all a game?
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing. It's done. No more echo. For now.
For now.
Get ready to fight.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
I'm not sure if I found that on my previous playthrough. I see.
Still rough with spite?
Yes,
That's Mashadon.
agreed.
Amazing conversation, guys. Thanks. I'm glad they recorded this instead of one more line of dialogue for the romance character. That's great.
Are you all right?
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the blight wake it?
Less the blight, more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right. And thank you. There's one less evil to worry about.
I have joined Luna on a call. I don't know if she's here. Oops.
Balls fucking suck. Sorry.
I think
They're
I lost.
scary.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm so mad.
What happened?
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
The fucking moles. They're so bad. They piss me off.
I'm sorry.
Supposed to listen. The stories. But did you see
Okay. I'll keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen.
I also got Andrew's technomancer abilities.
Nice.
Calling the blight. I can't hear anything.
Sorry,
You
Echo.
believe me.
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need
I have like no interest in
This is where it leads. Chasing rooks.
Amelia, and I have like vague interest
How many
in
times must you be told?
Nisha. So I'm definitely just gonna go for Andrew since you like him.
He's so good.
Until you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
He's trying to help.
Enough! You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
What an asshole. A lot of people are gonna die for his arrogance.
Maybe.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Lucanis' bond increased over and over, but nothing happens.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
You need to head back to Weishaupt.
Soon. We can risk a small delay.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
How far out?
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus, see if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Prepare for Weishaupt. Where are you? Huh? Oh, I know where they are.
Emric, can you explain to Spite why we're not just flying off into pieces?
The roots of this place are ancient. They run past what even a spirit might sense. But the short answer, Spite, is magic.
Thank you. He believes you and not me for some reason.
Impartiality, perhaps?
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaper didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. Or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Screw them.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kal Shirak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closest to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kal Shirak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
I'm curious about Kal Shirak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the first blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kal Shirak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
They had to. Lose a Tig or lose everyone.
Children, families. It's unforgivable.
Sometimes people have to do unforgivable things.
You've heard, haven't you, that the Kal Shirak dwarves were forced to change in order to survive. No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. How do we get in touch with these Kal Shirak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Oh, right.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
Hi there, boy.
Good taste.
What is that? Hmm.
Thanks for coming, Rook. I hope the Kal Shirak dwarves have some answers.
Wow.
I'm supposed to meet someone named Veilguard? He told me to come here. He seemed nice in his message.
So you don't actually know who or what this Veilguard is?
A new friend, I hope.
Oops. Nah.
We're supposed to meet Veilguard here. That's Rook for ya. That has to be Veilguard. Veilguard?
Yes. Lace Harding, of the Inquisition.
Wait, how do you know about...
And this is the one they call Rook? De la Morte, the Crow.
So you've heard of us?
You have brought a strange assortment to our gates, Lace Harding.
We won't waste anyone's time. Can you help Harding?
Restless, this one.
I'm looking for someone touched by the Ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, she has been waiting for you. Follow, and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark, the creatures there even more so. You are staring.
What? No.
You want to know if you can see the corruption you really carry.
Sorry. I shouldn't have.
Ilya, have you seen my chisel?
The one that's pointed, the one that looks like a wedge, or the tiny one?
A person will do almost anything to survive. That is what my people did. Become like the Darkspawn, or be destroyed by them.
Not much of a choice.
How many times have you been to the surface? I didn't know you were an observer. What was that like?
What do you mean you're like the Darkspawn?
The Wardens Al-Sharok was abandoned to its fate many generations ago, when the Darkspawn first came. We lost many, some to the corruption, some by their own hand, and some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say. Darkspawn.
Better be ready.
Of course.
Making the rest of us look bad, Brooke.
At least it smells better than the ossuary.
Not far now. Blight. It grows too quickly these days, and it feels different.
You can feel the blight?
The corruption he has fueled elsewhere. Destroy it, and this growth will become vulnerable.
Destroy the source of the blight growths? We can do that.
I will stay on guard here.
I'm on it.
I missed the chest. Oops. What happened?
I bet it's this way. Get ready.
Time to work.
Nice hit, Brooke.
That's it.
Right.
spite says there are eyes on us.
We got company. Got him good, Rook.
I hate fighting Darkspawn, and they're everywhere down here. What are the chances we won't see any more of them?
I want the ability damage.
Wait, did anyone else see that? I thought I saw something.
Someone? Here?
Maybe it was just a shadow.
I saw it too.
Leave it to me. Heard ya.
No!
Let's destroy this blight and get out of here. Blight's cleared out. Think we can get through the door now? Let's go check with Stalguard.
You did good work. The blight growths have weakened.
So, we can keep going?
Yes. Come.
Wow.
Mind yourself, and show respect when you enter the sanctum.
Yes, of course. But who are we meeting?
I will let her speak for herself. But we of Kalsharok revere her deeply for being one with the stone. They say she was once from Orzammar, but she speaks very little of her past.
This space is completely free of blight.
This person I'm going to see. I think she's keeping the blight away somehow. The song. Do you hear it? Coming from all around us.
There is something about it. I have never felt spite so quiet.
It feels like it's echoing through my entire being. Like I'm part of the melody, and it's calling me home. I would love to look around more. Do you think Stelgard would mind?
I think he'd be fine with it.
But I don't see anyone.
Thank you for leading her here, Stalgard. They call me the Oracle.
Careful, Harding.
She has nothing to fear.
I know you. Don't I?
Once I was Volta, as you were Lace, then Scout, and now something else.
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within, and remember. Remember when the earth was alive, and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang, a chorus of creation and of connection.
Isatuno. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic. It's Titan magic. But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatuno? What happened to the Titans?
There's something else here. It's found you. What have you done?
I didn't do anything! Deep Stalkers. That construct probably riled up the wildlife.
The teeth!
Easy.
Clear.
everyone alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Your new magic. It could be seen as a threat.
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions!
Huh.
She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
But those weren't answers! She gave me nothing! Come back! Make her come back!
Harding.
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here.
What did the Titans look like?
Oh, hey.
I know the Oracle didn't go the way you hoped, but you gotta keep your chin up.
I'm disappointed. That's really all there is to it. Maybe it was silly of me to hope all my questions would be answered. Maybe if we hadn't been interrupted by that attack. Maybe you were right to feel uneasy about all this. I just wish I knew what to do.
We can't let this distract us from the Elven Gods.
I'm not distracted. I'm confused and concerned. But I suppose we do have other problems. And thanks, by the way, for tolerating my change, despite your feelings on it. I just hope I get more answers soon.
Harding left the Oracle Sanctum disappointed. Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had. Seething with questions, she forgot the Oracle's dire warning. But far below the surface, something was moving. Determined to be seen, and fighting to be remembered.
Okay. Let's see. Missive? Nobody wants to talk to me. Okay. All right. Trevisor. What's that? Oh, that is a boss fight, I think. I don't want to do it right now. I think I'm gonna stop here for today, actually. Tomorrow I have the day off, so if I stream, I'm gonna stream earlier. And yeah, let's continue being disappointed by Lucanis, huh? Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Goodbye.